closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rock. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. But there aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Huff. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. You look at this Buffalo defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. Running right through it. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, They've got that tough guy aspect, too. How about him catching that short one there?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
This is complete to Hawkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
A give up the middle to H.A. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2. They'll run for it with A-Chain. To drive moving. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
To throw on 2nd down, Harrison. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. And here come the Bills. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 33-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll run on 1st down. Huff, and he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Miami set to take over. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Off the bootleg, Harrison. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Harrison. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Harrison. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Huff. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. On 2nd down, Huff. Good footwork at the 30. Stops short of the 25, and that's 2nd. Yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to have the Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Allen from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Harrison. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
To the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway.
So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
At their own 25-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Harrison, and going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down is Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dolphins offense returning to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
H.A. now up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Casey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrison. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
Achane gets it from the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Harrison flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Harrison. This pass complete to Higgins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen going to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Allen now looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time,
touchdown Bills! Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Huff. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run the counter. Huff. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now Allen. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Now a give right side. Huff.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they will take a knee here. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.